Hello everyone, Krydex here, and welcome back to Nomifactory. We are Nomi. I don't know what to say about that. It's great. Nomifactory's great. You guys are great, and we're gonna do some progression. We got a little Factorio engineer ready to craft a Megatorch, but we need some gold and some diamonds. And diamonds are useful for a whole heap of other stuff, so I do think we're gonna go try to mine some diamond in the overworld. And I will also continue focusing on cutting wood down. So where's that axe? I probably should make a bunch more axes with the iron I have. I'll take half of it and smelt that into wrought iron. Wrought iron is probably the best thing to make tools out of in the early game. Yeah, feral flare lanterns are awesome as well. I did make a few of those. They light up your whole factory. They like place invisible torches, sort of. I don't know how to get glowstone, though, at this stage of the game. Because we're still forever away from deep mob learning. And it doesn't look like there's an easy way to get it. So that might be on hold for a bit. Yeah. But yeah, I like the Megatorch because it means I don't have to care about darkness in general. However, the feral flare lanterns, gosh, say that 5 times fast. Those are really good for just lighting up an area in general. So I do like that for like the aesthetics. But I feel like the Megatorch is better for just all around. I want to make sure mobs don't spawn anywhere near me or even think about it. All right. We'll put half that away, smelt half of it. What else do I need to grab? We'll grab some torches. I'll have a sword. And I will get organized in this episode, I promise, because I can't find my torches. For real, are they even in here? Oh, yep, there they are. Found them. Tricalcium phosphate? Is that on the centrifuge or electrolyzer list? Wait, what? Oh, you mean mixing gold with tricalcium. Yeah, I did know about that one. I don't really like that one. It's pretty expensive to turn a gold into redstone, but I did get a little bit of redstone that way in my last run. I'd forgotten about that. Alright, make a few more torches. Get a full stack, or most of one. And then we will put away the axe, because I won't need it. Do I need anything else? I feel like I don't have enough stuff. I might need some food. Home iron. I believe I named the teleport. It's not hard to get to the nether. I forget. Do I need... What do I need? Netherrack dust and soul sand. Yeah, I feel like I need either the atomic reconstructor, which isn't until MV emitters, so probably not that. It's probably netherrack dust and soul sand, which comes from hellish matter. So I do need some overworldian matter, unless there's another way to get to the nether. But yeah, I need some basic DME, deep mob experience. That is what it stands for, right? I hope. I don't know. Deep mob expression. Deep mob evolution. Aha. See, I had it wrong. There you go. Oh, hello, skeletons. Can you get up here, or did you... No, okay, good. We'll ignore them. I do have salt ore up here, which is actually kind of nice. I should grab some of it. You need salt for... What do you need it for? Something with sulfuric acid. I can't remember now. Was it iron? Ooh, Iron 3 chloride? Was that what it's for? No, that's iron dust. What does the salt do? Sodium persulfate? Is that what salt is for? I can't remember. There's so many recipes. The fact that I've played this a decent amount is very helpful, and I will do less just sitting for an hour looking at JEI, because that's what I did the first time. It's kind of like Pyanodons. You know, you just get stuck clicking on things, and you're like, oh, what does that do? Oh, and then that gives you that, and then this needs that, and how do you get that? Oh my gosh. And then you're just like, an hour later, you're wanting to run away from life because it's too much. That happens a lot. But I digress. Okay, it is sodium persulfate, yeah. And that's kind of necessary to do the good circuit boards, which are good for obvious reasons. And then you also use the result to turn into iron 3 chloride, which is also very good. And you only need half as much of it as the sodium persulfate. So I will probably set that up earlier than I did. I took forever to set that up in my last run. And we're going to go look for some diamonds. I think this should be enough iron for now. Hopefully. So, oh, that's what I forgot. I didn't bring my scanner. I don't have a tool belt yet. I'm used to having that on the tool belt, and so I don't have to think about it. But, alas. I've not done that yet. Get rid of all this stuff. Grab the old terminal. And go back. Ooh, wait, but first, tree. We'll see if this... I think this axe has enough for this tree. We're getting low on durability. Ooh, so close, but not quite. Dang it. Okay. Well, I guess now is a good time to grab some more wrought iron, throw it in here, and craft the steps we need for the axe. So where are you at, wrought iron? It's kind of the pinkish one. Let's make 10 plates because we're going to need them. And then we should be able to just do that, hit that, and then we can hit shift-click, and that will lock it. So as we do other recipes, that one won't move. And then we can easily get back to it. I'll lock wrought iron plates for now, too. I'll also lock these, and then a crate. I'm going to need about 10 billion crates. I will lock all of the steps. Maybe not sticks. Sticks are easy. I will lock these steps to get a storage crate. Wood casings, chests, and I think that's it actually, and planks. Maybe I should I lock planks? Is that worth it? Maybe. You can also just shift click this and it should work. I actually don't know why that, there it goes. I don't know why it wasn't working there for a second. Often what I'll do is I'll go over here and zoop everything into the inventory and then come back. Because if you zoop it, it ends up in this inventory. Anyway. Hey, Blue Squid! It's only upon seeing the change in facial hair I've noticed the Warp Torio playthrough is a year old. It is pretty old. Gosh, it feels forever old. It's crazy how long ago that feels. Even though it technically wasn't that long. It feels like a lifetime ago. Anyway, we need lots of crates. I will have some sort of organization. I always struggle with the beginning of how to be organized because I feel like there are 10 billion options and all of them are not good enough, is usually how I think about it. But something is better than nothing, so we'll start out with one on top of the chests, or the furnaces, and that will be for all of our smeltables. So, like all of these ores that I have. Bam. We'll start out with that. That at least gets me something. I guess smeltables is more broad. I just want the ores. And maybe we throw in wood, because that turns into coal. So it kind of feels like a smeltable. And we'll put that back, and then we teleport back. Home, iron. Oh, I forgot to put away the axe. Oh well. Munch on a carrot like Bugs Bunny. And then we search for gold. Or sorry, not gold. Diamond. Diamante. Oh, perfect. I am right above some diamond. All I need to go is down. Diamond ore. Oh, that's not the Greg Tech one. That's weird. So with all of the ores that are present in vanilla, there's 2 of them, which is kind of annoying. And this one is not the right one. I don't know if that's like a restriction of mod packs or something, why they can't just merge those into one type of diamond, but that's how it is. Anyway, this tells us the ore spawn information, and it'll tell us what will spawn in the vein, which is cool. And also the height of it. So we're going to have to go down to like layer 20 to find it. And that's pretty far. And it also tells you like whether it spawns in the top of the vein, the bottom of the vein, in the middle, or anywhere. In this case, diamond is in the middle of the graphite vein. I should just be able to go down. We'll kind of back up a bit, and then what are we at? We're at there it is, 55. We need to go down quite a bit. This is where I really wish I had a jetpack. I would just mine straight down. But alas and alack, we do not have a jetpack. Ladders. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I literally did 0 ladders in my last playthrough. Maybe that was a mistake. Grappling hook is too much work. Alright, what's going on here? Gypsum is not that valuable. You can make concrete out of it later, and I think that's about it. You do need quite a bit of tin in the early game. So I should probably remember that tin is in the same area as iron. So as far as teleporting, I don't like the concept of teleporting to a place I've never been. That feels a little bit like cheating to me. So I'm not going to do that. Same with visiting the moon, which is right about where I had gotten to before I stopped. I didn't feel like using the home commands as a way to avoid being able to get to and from the moon felt very fair. So I did get the what are they called? Little orbs that teleport you. I did use those, even though technically I could have just done the home commands. Lead is important. You need it for batteries, so that's good that we found some of that. And we're probably outside the diamond vein at this point. Might need to turn around. Wait, we've been going east? What? Wow, I totally thought I was going north that whole time. LOL. So yeah, we need to cut back to the west. So we'll go this way. Oh, you mean home to just go back up. Yeah. I guess that's fair. Excuse me. Yeah, I guess this didn't really have to be a stairwell in that case. Oh well, we've gotten this far. What are we at? 20? Okay, we're in diamond range. We should see some soon. See some soon. Aha, graphite. That is the top of the diamond. There it is. There we go. Diamonds are pretty great. Okay, I think that's the top layer that diamonds are in, so we'll go this way. Unfortunately, graphite is pretty dang useless, so I'll probably just throw it away. I think you can get graphite from Nomi coins, so if we need a few... Yeah, it's only 5 for a half stack. That's actually really cheap. And you only need like a few graphite ingots. A lot of ores have other uses, but they're not necessary, so to speak. Like, I think you can get carbon out of graphite or something. What can we do with graphite? Hello? Have I literally not gotten any yet? What am I? Where is it? What the heck? Am I blind? I'm blind. Where's the graphite? Not there. There it is. Okay. Yeah, so you can get graphite ingots, you can get carbon dust as a byproduct in all the ways. Graphite dust is used in a couple things. You can use it as fuel, I guess. Weird. And graphene, which you probably need in the late game, but not for a very, very long time. So, you can't use graphite itself as fuel, right? Because if you could, that might actually be more useful. No, graphite ingots. I guess we could pulverize all the graphite ingots and then use that as fuel. It's not really necessary, though. More diamonds. That's the focus. They are forever. I wish they were forever. You run out of diamonds really fast. Are the map coordinates too tiny? You know, Dave, I often, and by often I mean always, forget that those are there. So I built up the habit of just using F3 to see my coordinates. I did make the map smaller, so they are kind of small, but I can read them at least. But yeah, I didn't like how big the minimap was. I felt like it took up too much of the screen, especially given that most of the gameplay is in my base, where I don't really need the minimap at all. There's probably a hotkey to turn it on and off, but that felt like too much work. Oops. Keep that there. Good to know that the diamonds have lava. Home diamond. Oops. Set home diamond. We'll come back here, certainly. You do need lava for lots of things. It's also nice that there's some coal ore down here. I would recommend... Oh, I've run out of space. I would recommend saving your coal and not burning it, because you can get all the charcoal you want from wood, and coal itself has a few uses that charcoal does not fill in for. So I would not use your coal for burning if you can help it. I like daytime better. Ta-da! Ah, beautiful sunrise in our void world. Alright, let's put away all the crap. Cobblestone, I should get a drawer for, which rhymes. But for now, it goes there. These are all these things. Get rid of basalt, stone bricks. And then we start the smelting. Vanadium magnetite's annoying. You do need the vanadium later, but you can't get the iron out of it right now. So it tricks you into thinking it's iron, but it's kind of not. Here's all the iron and the diamond. So put all this stuff in. I probably need 2 going for charcoal. And that should just about do it for Mega Torch. I just need to smelt the gold. Cool. Quest book. Let's go back to this. So we need a wrench, a screwdriver, a wire cutter, and a mortar. I will need a lot of mortars. They break really fast, I feel like. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I tend to do mortar on a whole stack of things. Like getting sand or whatever, but anyway. Okay, so all of our... How much wrought iron do we have? Almost a stack? That's pretty good. So one thing I like to do is click on all of these, and then that puts them all into your like recent JEI items, and then you can get to them from a crafting station. Although what's annoying is if you click on them, they just do this, so you have to hit the recipe button, which a lot of times you don't. So your brain is like stuck between two ways of doing things. There's a wrench. And then we want the wire cutters. Oh, this, yeah, I need a few more plates probably. Make a few of those, and then we need some rods. Not neutronium rods. Rods are just a filed down bar, but later you can lathe them into things. And screws are lathed down bolts, but for now you have to cut a rod into 2 bolts, and then... what am I doing? Wait, what? Oh, I'm on long rod. Okay, that was... Here we go. So a saw plus a rod saws it into 2 bolts. That does make some amount of sense. And then you can make screws by doing this. And is it... Oh, shoot. Is it a file? Yep. It sure is. I don't know how I remembered that, to be honest. I almost never do these recipes by hand. I'm always just clicking and letting it do things for me. I do need a screwdriver. Makes sense, because there's a screw in the recipe. So we'll get that going. It's just 2 rods. And it's nice that it holds tools up here for you as well. And it'll automatically pull them from storage and put them in this if you have them in storage. Okay, I do need 2 more rods. And then I think that does it. We need to hold all of them to make the quest happy. Oh, the mortar. The mortar. Mortar's interesting because you need the regular stone, which I don't have. So I will take some cobble. And he who smelt it, dealt it. Get a few of those going. Yeah, you don't use mortar much later in the game because you just have pulverizers, but it's pretty helpful in the early game. Mostly to make clay dust. And maybe quartz sand? I feel like I used a bunch of it. Oh, maybe it's because I needed a bunch of flint for something. Or charcoal dust, maybe. That's what it was. Charcoal dust for resistors. For circuits. You need a lot of that. Huh. Looks like you can make most dust, actually. Well, what was that last one? Ah, you can just make gravel, too. Okay, cool. You just need 5. There we go. Back to diamonds. And... bada bing, bada boom. Nope, just kidding. It needs to hold them. Ha ha. We've got the mortar. Sweet. Why did I not get the quest pop up? Oh, what? Where's the wrench? I grabbed them all, didn't I? Maybe not. Okay, there we go. Starter tools complete. Huzzah! It does talk about like how you can make tools out of different materials here. It talks about what you can make things out of. Wrought iron's your best bet for materials right now. And then we already have anvils. You can repair things with an anvil. Pretty standard Minecraft stuff. So we'll plop an anvil down, maybe back there, and grab some diamonds. We can repair our diamond mining hammers. It is kind of important to try to keep them organized, like the ones you haven't repaired at all yet. I like to use one until the repair cost is too much, and then I ditch it. So we'll have this one be our main one for now. Because the repair cost increases every time you repair it. So eventually it's like, oh, you need 20 levels to repair your hammer, and you don't have 20 levels. Because for now, really, the only levels you get are from smelting, unless you go, I don't know, hunting a lot of mobs. Later on, once you have deep mob evolution going, you get pretty much infinite experience. It's kind of ridiculous, because you can consume the little byproduct and just get free experience. And you have, like, thousands of these byproducts. Did I just hear a skeleton? The heck? Maybe it's just the furnace. I don't know. I heard something weird. Oh, there's still a repair cap? Really? Okay, well, I haven't hit it yet, but I do believe you. What are we doing? Quest book. Always look at the quest book. It wants us to make all the wrenches. It's kind of annoying because I don't know if I ever once used the crescent wrench, first of all. And the Yeta wrench, or Yeta wrench, or Yeta sounds right. I really didn't use much either. I think I touched it once or twice, but not that needed. But it is a good introduction to all the wrenches, but we need some tin for that, and we need some copper for something eventually, so I'll just get that smelting. This will be the gold for the mega torch. And then they want us to make 4 crafting stations, so we'll do that. And again, I'm skipping through a lot of this simply because I've already been through it, but I'll try to not go too fast for those of you that are like playing along or following along and trying to learn with me. Essentially, I've already talked about how the crafting stations work, but they can also interact with a drawer controller, which is super handy, and I never did that in the last playthrough, and that was a huge mistake. So I plan on doing that in this playthrough. Other than that, it holds the recipes. You can shift-click them to lock them. I think I talked about all that. So we'll do that. Crafting station. Go ahead and click the recipe so I can see it. I need chests. I don't know how many. Is that enough? Yeah, it's 2 each. So, more crafting tables. Oops. That's not where those go. There we go. Yeah, I mean, the Yeta wrench can be good for conduits, but you can use the other wrenches for conduits too. So I never really needed it. And we need a gear for that, which is plates and rods, and I haven't made any... So regular iron plates are not interchangeable with wrought iron plates, for what it's worth. So make a few of these, and that should be a gear. Gears are expensive at first. They require 8 ingots to start out, and later on you can get things upgraded to where you can get... or sorry, no, they require 12 ingots to start out. Jeez. But later on, you get 2 rods per bar and 1 plate per bar. So that totals up to 6. And then once you get even further, you can get them for 4 each. That's one of the things I like about Nomifactory or just Greg Tech in general is productivity goes up as you get more complicated recipes, kind of like we've talked about with Pinodons many times. Being able to have more complicated but more efficient ways to do things is a 2 thumbs up from me. Alright, tool belt will be very nice, I gotta say. I don't understand charcoal. Like, I understand them telling you about it, but this one should just be a check mark. Like, you shouldn't have to actually craft tiny charcoal. I never use tiny charcoal. Whatever. Okay, there we go. Are you happy now? There we go. Furnace 2.0. Oh, we should do this. Let's do this right now. These will smelt a lot faster. And then copper is after iron, so if I can have 48 copper? We're gonna be a little short. Let's go get a bit more. Then we can make them all copper furnaces, which I want to say they're either 120 ticks or 100 ticks per item, which is around double. And then after copper is silver. And so until I find a silver vein... Well, hold the phone. Isn't silver in the same vein as lead? Aha, so we can just do that too. Let's get some silver. Hi-ho, silver. And where did I find the copper? Do you guys remember where I found the copper? Where did I get that? The chalcopyrite. Oh gosh. So annoying when water comes through the ceiling. Or the wall. I actually don't know where it's coming from. There we go. We're probably gonna run into that again. Chances are. No? Okay, that actually worked out. I will not go that direction for a moment. So we need 48 silver if we want to be happy with our furnaces. Because you have to surround the previous furnace with ingots of the next type. And that is only 21 silver, so we've got a ways to go. Grab all that. There's some in the ceiling here. I think I started a little too low. Ooh, there's a lot up here, actually. Oh, I started way too low. I'm not going to do that because of the water. You know, you talking about ducks is just making me think of the Factorio mod. The fluid... What is it? Fluid must flow? Or is that a different one? Something like that. Alright. Is that good? What do we got? 53. Perfect. Blah, 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 blah. Iron, not iron. What's the word? Brain, no work. Copper. That's the one. Where's the copper? Polar's earth, basaltic. Oh, here's tin. I will need some tin. I'll just grab a couple squares of it. Why not? While I'm here. And then... Where was the copper? I swear there was copper. Was it when we were on our way down here that we found copper? No. Where I remember mining the chalco. It was really early on. Maybe it wasn't even in this area. I bet it wasn't. I think it was somewhere else. Anyway, so we have a couple options for copper. There's malachite, there's chalcopyrite, there is just copper ore. I'm trying to remember if malachite... Yeah, malachite's sparse. So you don't want to go for malachite because you won't get very much. I think you want to go for the chalcopyrite. This guy. And we are above it. So somewhere underneath is beautiful, beautiful copper. I'll mess up my mining pattern on magnetite, but whatever. Let's descend in a spiral. Actually, does this work? I guess if I always go in the... no, this is not going to work long term, is it? I feel like this could work if you do it right. This kind of pattern of, like, descending. It doesn't work when you run into a cavern, though, which is the bane of my existence right now. Excuse me. My throat is a little dry, so please excuse the coughing. Ah, that is basaltic mineral sand. Does not sound like it, but this is iron. Believe it or not. Check it out. Basaltic mineral sand or iron ingot. Crazy, right? You can also get basalt dust out of it later, but... So that's good. But we're not here for even more iron. We already found iron. We are here for copper. I'm going to keep descending right around here. Put some torches around so I don't forget where I'm going. Let's see. Sometimes I forget you can just hold control and mine a specific block. Is what I want to do right now. And then corner. I think this is working. I've never done this before. Aha! The Chow copyright. As we're not supposed to call it. Now, are we at the right level or are we too tall? Might be too high up. I think we are one tile up from the top of the vein, so we'll go down one. Uh-oh. Inventory's full. Okay, let's have a cobblestone purge. Whatever. Those will despawn eventually, I think. Alright, turns out copper ore goes along with the chalcopyrite. So I guess it didn't really matter that I went for one over the other. Oh, I was talking about malachite. Sorry, yeah. Malachite's the one you don't want to necessarily look for. Because I think that goes along with non-copper ores. Hey, Lojo, how's it going? Thank you so much for the 5 months. Very appreciated. And yeah, for those of you who are new to the Crydania world, I do want to mention a few of the offerings that Crydania has, one of which is a Discord. We have a lot of fun over there. We talk about games like this and Factorio and all sorts of other things. So feel free to join the Discord and hang out. There's also a Patreon for those who want to support the channel, and I will say that I have not done a ton of streaming lately, and so I fully understand if you're like, hey, you never stream, why would I support you? But it is a way to support the channel and support me, and I will always, well, I guess I can't say always, that's a long time, but I don't plan on stopping streaming anytime soon. The break was due to both life and mental health reasons, which are, you know, unfortunately common these days, but I don't, you know, I don't have any particular promises on Patreon as to how often I stream, so if you do support me, please do it out of, you know, just wanting to support me generally and not like, oh, if I support you, I expect 3 videos a week, you know, because, nah, in that case, just hold on to your money, because you probably need it more than I do. But if you want to throw some money at me, I will happily accept it. And then on top of that, I stream on Twitch, which should be obvious based on the Twitch users replying to things as I stream, but feel free to follow me on Twitch if you want to catch these streams live and hang out. We do have a lot of fun. There's something extra fun about hanging out and getting to chat about the things that are happening right in front of you. And if you're the kind of player, Jane, if you're the kind of player who screams at your screen a lot when I do ridiculous things, and I'm guessing many of you, because I'm not a Minecraft pro by any stretch. So I'm guessing a lot of you are going to scream at your screen a lot in this series. Feel free to join the stream so you can tell me what I'm doing wrong, and I can still not listen. No, I actually do a decent job of listening, I think. I like some amount of backseating. Too much can be annoying, but I find it helpful when people point out things that I never knew. Okay, so we've got the copper, we've got the silver. Let's smelt those. Do a stack of each. I don't know if, I guess I didn't get a full stack of silver, but. Okay, throw that in. That's the stupid tiny coal. And grab all the things. You LOL at your screen. Yeah, it's the amused rather than annoyed version of that. Probably healthier for your blood pressure as well. For now, I'll just put all the ingots back in here. And we'll go ahead and chop down the trees. I don't know why my hammer was on 4. My hammer's always on 3, so that was the wrong number. But yeah, I mean, you can see how insanely tall these spruce trees get. It's bonkers. This one goes all the way up. So just from those 2 trees, we got how much? 2.5 stacks of wood. That's crazy. So thankfully, due to the axes and the plethora of wood from spruce trees, it does make charcoal a pretty easy thing to get, and it's not super tedious. You just need a decent amount of iron to keep up with the axes. It is kind of crazy how quick you go through axes. Once you have like 10 trees back here and you're trying to chop them all down, you need like 2 axes for one trip. It's pretty crazy. I'm just going to put these down so I don't lose them in an inventory somewhere. We'll move them around later. And cobble can go here. Smelt the rest of that stack. This stack will go in the bucket or box or whatever this is. Crate. Silver, copper, more smelting. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting things done. Progress is being made. I don't need lead right now. In fact, I'm just going to throw away my graphite. I'm literally not going to use it. It's just clogging things up. I could probably throw away my real gar and my rock salt as well. Gypsum I'll keep. Fuller's Earth? I know it's useful later. It's not useful now, but I'll hold on to it. Yeah, the rest of this stuff is useful. Your hoarder heart bleeds. Yeah, I get it. I hoarded everything last time, and that's why I'm throwing it away this time. I'm like, I know for a fact by the time I need that, I will have much better ways of getting as much as I want. So I'm not going to let it take up an inventory space for 100 hours just to only have 5 of it when I could get like 1,000 later. That's my reasoning anyway. Take it or leave it. Okay, so I need 48. 48 iron, which is in here somewhere. It also bothers me the way that it's sorted. Regular Minecraft ingots like gold and iron are not with the rest of the ingots, and I don't know why that bothers me so much, but it does. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious why it bothers me. Because it's not all together. I think that actually probably bothers everybody. Okay, smelting. What else can we do while that happens? Expand our world? Let's do it. So, aesthetics. Let's... How are we gonna do aesthetics? Archcraft, that's actually not a bad idea. If it would be pretty simple to make iron ingots sort properly with the rest, I might be convinced to make... You know, if it's like a really short file with 2 lines, I don't know. It's the learning how to do it I don't want to deal with. So this reach upgrade, which is a string and a stick, will allow me to build farther. It says it's upgraded to 50, but that is not true. It only goes up to 15 now. It starts at 6, and then you go up to 15. And then the next one, I think, gets you to 30. So there might be a restriction that Nomifactory adds to the effortless building. Not sure. We'll go out another 5 tiles from each 5 corner. I don't really need it to be like a perfect square forever. That's kind of just how I'm starting. There we go. Wait. Yeah, okay, I still need that side. Jeez, Jane, you kept ingots in their own chest, like, even from the beginning? I feel like there's a certain point at which that makes sense, but in the early game, that feels like a lot of work. Yeah, there's a menu that you can change the sort config, but you would think that this would work, right? Or prefix, like, shouldn't that put all the ingots together? So I either don't know how to work this right, or it doesn't work that way. One of those two. Oh no! That was the item sort rules. Not. Oops. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's this is all confusing to me, but anyway. Ooh, we used all of our cobble, pretty much. You need 1 billion eventually. You don't need 1 billion at the beginning. Okay, so that should be enough. I need a little bit more silver, I guess. Yes, early game you do need a lot of iron, but a crate can hold so many. Like, I'm pretty sure that, like, a crate can hold all the ingots you need for the early game. What did we count out? It's 9 times 13 stacks. So, I mean, maybe 2 crates, but you definitely don't need a crate for every single item in the early game. Because really, iron, wrought iron are the only 2 things that you're going to need even, like, that many stacks. It's not even so much that I'm worried about the cost of the crates, it's the cost of having to go to a different crate for every ingot that I don't actually want. Yeah, exactly. Like, you spend more time getting all your stuff if it's scattered around. Drawer controller is probably the way to go, though. Anyway, there's more wood. Smelting that. Oh, nope, it's time. It's time! Okay, so we pick all these up. And then we've got bada bing, bada boom, blam. Furnace 2.0, give me that nickel. And then the copper ones are 100. Okay, so these are twice as fast as the vanilla furnace. Bam. And then we go from copper to silver, which are 60 ticks, which is closing in. That's like over 3 times as fast. Closing in on 4 times as fast. So then we got that. And then next is gold and diamond. For now, gold is a little too pricey, but that goes to 40 ticks, and I don't even remember what diamond is. It's like 25 ticks or something ridiculously fast. But these will be more than fast enough for what we're doing now. Like, just watch the difference. Oh, and you can put more into them, which is nice. Look at this. So fast. So that is nice. All right, and then we will keep smelting the magnetite, pyrite. Oh, pyrite is just iron, by the way. Copper, coal, chalcopyrite, cassiterite, galena for lead, gold. Man, okay, we really just want to pretty much do all of that. Gypsum. Okay, I didn't even know if you could smelt it. Some of them you can't smelt directly. Lepidolite dust is lithium, is pretty much all that's good for. Maybe a little bit of potassium later. And fluorine. You need a tiny bit of fluorine at some point, but we're a long ways away. And what's really great is you can just kind of shovel it all in there and it'll work its way through the stacks. I am a fan of that. So yeah, there we go. Now we got the smelters really roaring. And we're already up to 8 nickels of money. So watch this. I'm gonna do a thing. We're just gonna spend them. I know, right? Why not? What do we need some more of? We'll just grab some more iron. Damn, yeah, I thought it was 2. 2 nickels. We'll just get another 32 iron. Why not? Oops, I actually spent the ones in the crate, but whatever. Okay. So I think I'm happy on furnaces for now. We'll do the golden diamond and obsidian later. Tool belt. Let's focus on this. So the tool belt is awesome. It can store anything with a stack size of 1. I was not able to get the cycle tool left and right to work. I couldn't understand how those work, or I was doing something wrong, but it just seemed weird and not useful. But anyway, it starts with 2 slots. You can upgrade it to 9. And the anvil, pretty dang awesome. I don't remember how to make it, though. Let's find this bad boy. Oh, look at that. We've already got most of the stuff. There it is. Tool belt. And it goes in the belt slot right here. And then we can put stuff in it. Yay! One of the more useful things to be on the belt is a wrench for all of the GregTech stuff, and then a wire cutter for all of the GregTech wires. Also useful includes the terminal, or things like mining hammers, or I don't know, whatever you want, really. As long as it can't stack more than 1, excuse me, then you're good to put it on the tool belt. The upgrades are kind of expensive in terms of leather. I'm trying to remember what is it called? There's a lot of things that pop up when you type upgrade. There it is. No, that's the tool belt itself. I know it has a buckle in the cost. Oh, it's not called a buckle, though. What is it called? Belt? There it is. Belt pouch. Oh, it needs steel. That's what it was. So you need some steel, and then you need 5 leather and a piece of gold. So pretty cheap. You just need steel for it. Oh, and there goes the axe. You know, I try to not hit a tree if it's going to be too much for the durability, and I forgot to even look. Throw in another pile. I like to build up a lot of charcoal. And then, now that we have a lot of wood, I'm going to go and get a bunch of crates. So we'll do 20, I think. I don't know if I have enough wood for 20, but we'll find out. Wait, what? Oh yeah, sometimes you have to leave and come back to the menu for these things to show up. It's really weird. There are some glitchy behaviors with these, I've noticed. It's kind of hard to figure out exactly why, but it does happen. Okay, so we got the 20 casings. It's going to be 80 chests. Oh, yikes. I don't know if we're going to have enough for that. See, that's 8, 9. Is 9 enough for 80? Maybe. And then crate. Okay, yeah, we need a little bit more. What? You can make chests from logs too? Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. The more you know. I didn't even know you could make sticks from logs for a while. I guess I should have tried other things. Okay, this is looking pretty healthy. I will do 2 more stacks into wrought iron. And then we'll put 1 stack of things. Even some charcoal. There's some recipes that need charcoal. And I'll get all the rest of the stuff out of here once we have some organization. But for that, we need more crates. Did I not? I didn't leave crates on here, did I? Whoops. Need more planks. Right. Okay. Well, we got enough for 6. That's a decent amount. Okay, organization. Let's get... So I like to build with things that are pretty easily obtainable. We can always chisel cobblestone, but the problem with chiseled cobblestone is that it still has that cobblestoney look. Like, it's not very smooth at all, even like on the blocks that have more of like a brick texture. It's still kind of like grainy, like this one, for example. So I don't think I want to do that. Maybe I'll use planks. Spruce planks. I feel like these look pretty good. And planks are cheap, so maybe I'll build with some of these. Of course, we've run out of wood, so let's go home overworld. And then, yeah, there's a couple more trees. I don't know why that matters, though, because I didn't bring... I didn't bring an axe. Oh, good job. Good job, Cridex. This time, we shall break an axe. In fact, I'm just going to make a couple. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And now we'll go back to the overworld. Night times. Why don't we sleep? Oh, I should start feeding the cows. Yes. Feed the cows. While I'm at it, this is a great area for food. Why don't I just chunk load this? I should have done this a long time ago. It's kind of annoying. I think these 2 chunks will do it. I guess if I want all the farms to farm, I'll do all 4 of these chunks. It kind of like keeps hitting things until it gets to the top of the tree, so you have to wait till the first tree's done. Oh, it's such a satisfying sound. And then go back. I don't know why I jumped up here just to teleport. I don't really need the cakes anymore. Wood. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck? Make. See, did I needed more chests, right? Maybe? Yes. Oh, I did the math. How many crates did I say I wanted? Did I say I wanted 20? Yeah, that would be 80 chests. I think I thought I wanted 64, and I was like, I need way more than 80. This should be fine for now. And I will move all of this into the chest or crate. And then I will grab a bunch of planks. Question is, do I want to chisel them? I mean, those look pretty good. We should probably look at our options. The chisel is probably around here somewhere. Yes? No? I know there's a chisel quest. I just don't know where it is. I don't think it's one of these. Huh. Inventory sorting, middle click. We know about that. The progression tab. We know about that. Discord and GitHub. I do know about those. Discord has actually been quite helpful sometimes. Use JEI. I know about how to do that. I did change my hotkeys. I would recommend you change your hotkeys too. I found I found U to be very annoying to move my finger over to, so I changed it to T. Because you just use that for typing, and at least if you're playing single player, you don't really do that very often. And you can also just hit the slash button to start a command. So I switched that off of T, so now T is the one that does the uses of an item. And then I also switched the backspace. Instead of backspace, it's the grave key in the top left above your tab key. So now I can just hit that, and it'll go back to the previous recipe I was looking at, and I don't have to go over to backspace, which is on the other side of the keyboard. I would recommend going to the other side of, or keeping everything that you use a lot on the left side of the keyboard as well. There is a crafting calculator. It's kind of like a Helmod type thing. It's nowhere near as powerful as Helmod, but if you're looking to figure out, like I'm batch crafting 5 stacks of tier 1 circuits, and I want to know how many iron ingots do I need, then you would use something like this. I did use it once, but only once. I'm not really sure if I'm going to use it. Effortless building, we've already talked about that. Make sure you return to normal mode when you're done building shapes. That is a true fact. Limited by your reach, we know about that. So yeah, you hold Alt to change your building mode. What else you got for us? Lost cities and registering homes. This is how you can get to the lost cities if you didn't start there. You can put a bed on 2 blocks of diamond surrounded by skulls, and that takes you there. You can recharge your prospector. This one allows you to basically replace it. I can't imagine how that would be needed. I guess if you just used it over and over and over again, but mine still has... Well, I guess I use the terminal. But yeah, it probably would last for like hundreds of uses. And the terminal also lasts for a very long time. I'll complete that, and then spend your coins. You will accumulate a lot of Nomi coins. Do not be hesitant to spend them on things you need. Indeed. I will plan on doing it. And then it talks about ore doubling here. In most expert packs, you want to try to process a little amount of ore before you can double it all. Like it says, you shouldn't feel any pressure to do that. By the time you get ore doubling, you can double things, but it's not like wasting a stack or 2 is going to matter very much in the end. There is a glider. Last time I crafted it, turns out once you get a jetpack, you don't give a crap about a glider, especially if you have a jetpack and the travel wand thing. So I'm going to skip the glider. There's an end game tab. It's telling us to look at it and look at the rewards that we can get. The end game tab basically just shows you like all the different materials you're going to need like to get towards things. And so every time you get a stack of something, you get a quarter, which is actually quite a lot of money. So if you are smelting something for the first time, it's not a big deal at the end of the day, but if you can if you can smelt a full stack of it or craft a full stack of it the first time, you'll get a little bit of a reward for it. And then, have we done anything else here? Get another cake. I'm done with cakes. Drawers, frame drawers look pretty cool. I will do basic drawers. I'm not sure if I care about framing them this go around. Not sure. I still need the Yeta wrench and the crescent hammer, don't I? So we'll do that real quick. I did get the gear for it. And this guy, which I never touched, I need a tin ingot for it. 10 ingot? 10 of what ingot? Ridiculous. Can't believe you made that joke. Alright, so we got the wrenches. We'll mainly just use the Greg Tech one. And I think that wraps up most of the basics. They've got us making a grappling hook if we want to. It's basically just iron. What is that? 6 to make 3. 3 makes a chain. We need 2, so that's 12. 16 iron plus a pickaxe. Is that worth it? I think it's worth it just so it's not red. Not gonna lie. Maybe that's not a good reason to do it, but it'll just take a second. We just do that, and then we do this, 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 and this, and this, and this, and then we do this, and now it's happening. And at least for now, I will go ahead and put it on my tool belt because we haven't gotten our travel wand or jetpack yet. So for now, it is actually a way to do verticality easier. Also, Archcraft, Subway Surfers in VS Code. That does sound ridiculous. I only sort of understand what that means. Oh yeah, I grabbed these because you can actually smelt the spawner shards into iron. Why not? Let's cut down this tree. We can get both. Maybe. Yeah. Here we go. Also, Dave, I am choosing to not respond to your joke. No, it was better than mine, honestly. I don't even know if you could call what I said a joke, to be honest. It was more like yeah, it was not a joke. It was not a joke. Anyway, I don't remember. I did play around with the hotkey for the iron hook. I don't remember what I set it to. I'll have to find that out. Material tree tab. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's talking about, like if I go to iron ingot, for example, if I go over to the right here, there's the material tree, and it'll show you all the different, like, things you can turn iron into. I feel like this is less useful than the ore byproduct, because this is pretty much the same for every material. Some materials just don't have certain options, but it's not like an iron rod is ever made out of a gear. Like that never happens with any material. And so kind of once you learn how the materials connect to each other, you don't really need to use this very much. It's really the byproduct list that you need to remember because there's so many different ways to process the different steps. And sometimes there's like, if you centrifuge it now, you get one thing. If you centrifuge it after a step, you get a different thing. And that's pretty much impossible to remember until you've played this, until your eyes bleed. Anyway, that's done. Look at all these nickels. Okay, and then, yeah, pressurized fluid conduits suck, but they are a way to transport fluids. The only other way is the Greg Tech pipes, but I'm pretty sure to use those right now, we would need conveyors. I guess not quite. Like, you can auto output into a pipe, and then the pipe will auto output from itself. So you could use Greg Tech pipes to connect a Greg Tech machine to another without needing the pumps to pump fluid out of one. But these are nice because you don't need any pumps, and for the early game, they're cheap. This conduit binder is kind of annoying. You need gravel and clay and sand. So this is what I used 50 mortars for, I remember now, is making a bunch of this crap. So I'll probably make like a billion stacks, and that should last me a while. What do we want to do next? A mining hammer. They're telling us that we can make more of them, but we started with the diamond ones, so that should last us a bit. And rubber. Rubber's a big deal. You need so much rubber. It's insane. That's what we should do next, is start growing some rubber trees. So we're gonna start a rubber plantation. I don't know, maybe over here? The megatorch. We'll do the megatorch first, because I think I'm just close enough that mobs aren't spawning, but I do not have light all around my void world. Let's do the megatorch only takes a second. I just need 18 gold. I don't know what I just did, but that's 18. 2 diamonds and 3 torches, I think. And 2 crap. Oh, good. I ran out of fuel. And 2 wood. There we go. Okay, so this bad boy has a radius of 4 chunks. At least that's what it says. No, it doesn't say that. Where did I get 4 chunks? Someone told me that. Probably Janie. Janie, did you tell me that? I think you told me that. Anyway. Oh yeah, the whole reason I went down the quest book chain was to look at chisels. Which are... I just want to find... Where are they? Are they in early game or... Whatever. I know I can search for it. I just wanted to find it without searching. It's in the beginning. Oh, it's this one. It's the auto... No, that's the auto chisel. Is there not just a chisel quest? Oh, I guess there's not. Okay. That's why I wasn't finding it. Anyway, chisels are cool. They can turn all of your blocks into a different looking block. So I will grab the eye chisel. Very different than an iPhone. Do I have a red? I think I have a redstone. I do. Okay. So we need the gold and the diamond, and we can make the diamond chisel and then the eye chisel. I couldn't tell you what the difference is. I just, I know that the eye chisel lets you chisel everything in your inventory at once. So check this out. We can look at like what planks would look like if we were to chisel them that way. So you can see all the different styles. Oop. I actually kind of like that one. That one's cool. That feels, I don't know, like a tiki hut or something. That's weird for wood. Maybe good for like a covering, but that doesn't look right as a block because they're not bricks. That one looks kind of funny. This one kind of looks like a bunch of crates. Oh, that's what it's called. Crate and fancy crate. There you go. This one looks too much like metal to me. So, I mean, honestly, the OG is pretty good. There's also this one. How is this different? They look a little bit more like they're almost a little bit more like bricks. Like the lines between them are more denoted. But yeah, I think this one is my favorite. This feels like timbers. So we're gonna chisel all of my wood. Shift click on chisel, chisels all. You can also chisel blocks that are already in the world. I don't really know much about that because I've never done it. And I don't really know. Do the numbers matter? Nah, this is the early game. I don't care about how many. We're just gonna make some pillars. And then kind of some... no, that looks weird. No, I don't like that. Maybe I get a fence, but fences are annoying because you can't jump over them, and I don't love that either. I could build chunk aligned, but I'm gonna like all of this will get torn up eventually anyway, except maybe the rubber tree farm. I'll probably have rubber trees for a very long time. I actually don't know if I love this look. I'm backing out, changing this. It doesn't look as good on the ground as it looked in the chisel menu. Maybe we do just go with standard. It looks pretty good. Smooth is a little darker, and it cuts out some of the weird little textures. Just whatever. We'll stick with standard. Oh, crap. Forgot about these. Okay, question about chunks that you'd think I would know the answer to, but don't. Are chunk borders, are they on a tile, or are they in between two tiles? I don't know why. I was under the impression they're in between two tiles. Is that wrong? I just ran into some weirdness when I was building before. So it's like this, I'm looking at the mini-map right now. So like I'm on the border right now, according to the mini-map. But like I'm also on a tile. It's confusing. F3 plus G. Chunk borders. Ah, well that's helpful. Wow, why did I not just do that before? That would have made building chunk aligned a lot easier. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Well, in that case, I don't really know. You probably did tell me about it, and I just forgot. You guys told me about 8 million things. I was learning faster than my brain could keep up. Okay, I'll extend out to there, and we'll build a pillar. And that will be... Maybe that chunk, or this chunk, will be my rubber tree farm. I like that. Okay, I do need some more cobble. Get some random stuff out of my inventory here. And then we need to chisel these guys back to normal. Ditch the chisel. F9 has different visual modes. Ooh. Ooh, look at that. Fancy. Wait, what is this the middle of a chunk? Is that what that is? And this is the corner of a chunk? I'm guessing. Actually, weirdly enough, in this case, I think I want the F3G one. Alright, build out. Don't fall off the void. Now, I've only done it once, but Dave, you said that you're supposed to survive with 1 health when you land back on your base. But when I fell off, I landed back on my base and I died. So, I don't know what went wrong there. Alright, so here's my chunk. Chunk-a-lunk. 2, 3, 4. How much space do I want? So the radius of the leaves is 4. So that means if I were to put this within a 4 radius, or really an 8 radius, then the leaves will start to overlap a little bit, potentially, and I lose out on some saplings. However, I get plenty of saplings as it is. So I think having like 5 or 6 spaces between them is more than enough. And they often grow on different Z levels anyway. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do 6 spaces in between. Is that too close? What I don't want is for this to grow underneath, like it can't grow taller than the one next to it. Like I don't know what radius these need to grow as tall as they want. Because this would only give it 2. I don't know. Also, this will be nice and aligned with the corner of the chunk, so I'm going to do that. So where did the saplings go? Did I forget to... Oh, never mind. This is a whole new patch. Anyway. Yeah, building chunk aligned is more for organization than for making sure the machines work properly. I did not build my machines in the same chunks last run, and I didn't have any issues. Not that that means... Wait, I already made more of these. I also hate, like, 44 durability. Is that enough to take down this tree? I'm not sure. Ugh, it's not. It's so annoying. So now I have to do this. All the way up here. It also switches it out and grabs the other one, but it doesn't finish chopping the tree because of the way, I don't know, that they interact. Gosh, that was taller than I thought it was. Anyway. Yeah, for me, building chunk aligned is more just to build in a grid. And I'm fine with, like, going 2 chunks at a time for big... I don't always go, like, 1 by 1 chunks. I think I will just take the risk and build multi-blocks across chunks, and if it ruins everything, it ruins everything. I'll complain about it later. Alright, so that's there. Nice corner. And then within this, we will build a rubber tree farm. How can we space this? Ah, that doesn't do it. So, the problem with building them right next to each other is potentially saplings. I feel like I was doing that and I wasn't getting enough saplings back, but maybe we just go for it. You do get a lot more of them in the same space. It still doesn't work out, though. What the heck? That's annoying. So we need to have an even number, I guess. Maybe we do that and have a nice pathway in the middle? I don't know. Like little chunks of 9. I feel like that's pretty nice aesthetically. Do I have rubber saplings? Does anybody remember? I think I do. I can get some with coins if I don't, so I guess it doesn't really matter. The other question is, does anyone know what light level rubber trees need to grow? Because I need to find out if this is enough light. Yeah, it does not look like we have rubber saplings, so we'll just buy some. Rub sap. You can also just type parts of words, or even parts of words that aren't the beginnings of words. So I could just do burr. Sometimes I do. I like to find things that I can type with only my left hand, so I don't have to take my other hand off the mouse. So that's just a trick. And you can be like burr tree, and that gets you like all the way down to what you want. 15 coins, rip off, but we get a 64 saplings. It's more than I even need. Go. But yeah, light level wise, we're at 15. No, sorry, block. This is only 8. Is it based on my head or my feet? That's the other thing I don't know. I don't know. I probably need more torches than that one. I feel like that's not enough. Maybe is that enough, I wonder? If it's not, it would be this one that wouldn't grow. So, like, what's the light level here is 10. Again, I think that's... I don't know if that's on my head or my feet. Oh, I know how I can find out. I can put one here. The light level here is 13, and it goes higher when I jump, which means it's at my feet. And is it, like, the one I'm standing on? No, it's the feet. It's the block that my feet are in is where this one is coming from, I think. Not 100% sure on that. But anyway, does anybody know what light level saplings need? Because this is 10. Is 10 enough for trees? Or is 10 not enough for trees? I think 10 is enough. I want to say 9 is the cutoff. I don't know where that's coming from, but somewhere deep in my brain, the number 9 is appearing. I have no idea. Okay, well, there's our chunk aligned. Rubber tree farm. Let's give it a fence. It's fine. I will have a jetpack. I will be able to jump over whatever I want to jump over once we have that. Fences are only annoying before the jetpack. So, make a stack of fences. And where was the chunk? The chunk was here. Well, that'll get annoying. I'll put it bordering the chunk. Looks like you need 8 light level. Apophenia, thank you for looking that up. Wow, one of them already grew. Well, clearly that one had enough light. Because it is nighttime. Alright, I do think I'll have little pillars with torches on them, because that looks kind of cool. But it will make them a lot smaller than I initially had. Ooh, almost ran off the edge there. That was a close one. Goodness. Again, when you have the jetpack, you don't have to worry about that. Or even the wand can save you. It can teleport you faster than you fall, so you can get back up. Yeah, there we go. That looks pretty fun. We can get the rubber trees. And like I said, we need a lot of rubber, and the ratio is really bad at first, too. It's like 2 of these things to 1 rubber sheet, so you just need so much. And then you also need more to make glue, and you need glue for lots of things. So yeah, make a big rubber tree farm. You won't regret it. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting things done. Like I said, we're going to be taking it slow. I'm not in a rush. Put some charcoal in. Keep the charcoal flowing. Probably need more building materials. Put all this in there. This will be like my building materials box, maybe. I should replace it with a crate, though. Why does it stay open? Is that a bug? Oh, yeah, I just heard it close, but it didn't close visually. Weird. That was weird. Holy cow, Bold Viking! Welcome, Raiders! Quick, do a backflip. Just imagine I went all the way around there. How's it going, Bold? I don't know if my shout-out bot is working right now, but I'll try. No, it's not. I need to restart it. You've been playing Pionodons, right? You've still been going strong on that? Or have you taken a break from Pionodons? Because I know you were going ham for a while on the new update. You're still working on it. Nice. Nice work. Well, I hope you're enjoying that. I came back to streaming from a little while of a break and decided to play a game that I was currently kind of addicted to rather than going back to Pionodons because it was a little too daunting for my brain to handle for a minute, but we'll get back to it. It is one step at a time. Hey, Kigmo, is that how you say your name? Welcome. We're currently working on, well, basically just getting started on everything. Yeah. Super chill and relaxing. Yeah, I don't know if that's how, this is basically like Planodons, to be honest. Maybe not quite as bad. It's worse in some ways, better in others. It's hard to compare. But it's definitely harder to build big, but it also is equally complicated in some of the recipes and the amount of work you need to do to get things running. So I would say it's in the same ballpark. But yeah, we're just getting started. So we're getting our tree production going so we can get plenty of charcoal. And then we're going to start getting the Greg Tech machines, which will get automation slowly beginning. I don't have to do everything by hand anymore. Yeah, I mean, this is heavily modded Minecraft, so it's definitely different than a lot of playthroughs. If you haven't done the heavily modded Minecraft thing is very different. Yeah. Basically the Pi equivalent, though this is an easier version of it. This is called Nomifactory, which is not quite as scary. So that's good. I still haven't decided how I want to do this. So that's 2 away from the corner, and this is 2 away from the corner, which is there. And I fit 2 of them inside. I guess if I space them out only 3, this will probably be fine. It'll probably make them mess with each other, but I'll have so many saplings I won't need to worry about it. So how much poop is in it? Actually, is there manure? There is not. I think this is a poop-free mod pack, so I mean, Pinodons has got it beat in that respect. I know, right? I don't even know if there's urea. No, there's not. Come on, man. There are lots of chemicals, though, that I recognize from Pinodons, and it's really funny because, like, some of the chemical processes are similar. So I'm like, hey, I know that word, and yeah, I know that combination. Like, oh yeah, sodium, what is it? Sodium hydroxide is all over the place in, like, every mod pack ever, and it's all over the place here, too. You don't get it as much of a byproduct, though, as you do in Pinodons. And Bob's Angels is notorious for sodium hydroxide. I wonder if they changed that. I know it used to be the case that you would get so much sodium hydroxide long before you could ever use it. And you would just put it in a warehouse forever. But anyway, I forgot to finish the shout out. For those of you that like Factorio and Minecraft and other games, Bold Viking streams, you'll have to go check them out. I don't know, my shout out bot is broken right now, but highly recommend checking Bold Viking out if you're interested in seeing what Factorio Pinodons is all about. If you like this mod pack in Minecraft, you might like Pinodons in Factorio. Definitely built for the same kind of people. What am I doing? Grabbing saplings. Yeah, some of the chemical names are a real killer. PTFE, as we shorten that to, Jane. Let's get the torches more consistent. Yeah, why don't I put these on the floor? I guess for these, it's kind of nice because they grow really close. But I think rubber trees, do they always grow at least 2 tiles? I guess we'll find out. If rubber trees always grow at least 2 tiles, I think I'll put it down a spot rather than up higher. I think it'll look nicer if they're growing in the ground. I might even change the whole patch to dirt so it looks nicer. And maybe find grass. I want to say you can make... Yeah, you can make a grass block later on. Can you plant? I don't think you can plant grass, can you? So I will have to wait until I can craft the grass block itself. Or I guess I could do Silk Touch enchantment. But that's above my pay grade right now. I mean, it's not. I literally have an enchanting table and a bunch of books. So I could try to do that. I don't know if I care that much about grass. But that should do it for spruce trees. I probably will do it forever. This is a lot of spruce trees. I think I only had 6, and that felt like plenty. So 9 is more than enough. Now what? Now what? I have such a mess on my hands. We need to organize. We need to figure out things. Let's see. I think what we'll do is we'll build a platform up. So I'll keep this as like the underfloor, and then I'll kind of go up, I think 3 spaces. Let me turn on my chunk visualization, but I think we'll go up 3 spaces. Like so. I guess maybe kind of 4. Well, no, that's still only 3. So that we... No, yeah, more than that. I want to be 3 spaces between the floor and the ceiling of the basement. And then the basement's nice because it gives you a place to put all your spaghetti. You know, in Factorio, you can't really hide your spaghetti. But in games like this and Satisfactory, you can hide the spaghetti really well. So even if you have total spaghetti, it doesn't have to look like total spaghetti. And that's pretty great. So that's what we're going to be going for here. We're going to be going for hidden spaghetti. So we'll just build... This will be kind of our initial, like, Greg Tech machine area. Oh, I might turn off rain. I hate rain. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but it bugs me. But yeah, we'll build our first Greg Tech machines up here, and I think I will move most of my... I'll move most of my operation up here. I'll probably move smelting to, like, the back corner. And then I might keep a few things down here. But that'll kind of be the main place where it happens. Jane, that is an option. But you know the other option is this. And then you do... Whether... Oh, gosh. What's the command? I know there's a command for it. I also need to do game rule, do fire... What is it? Tick. False? Nope, I tried. No, Jane, I'm not talking about that. There's a command to make it never rain. Not to just clear it once. It'll never rain again. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we're going for. Okay, so what we're gonna do these 6. Oh, not like that. We're gonna do them next to each other because I will have item pipes in a little bit, or the item conduits, either way, to put items in and take items out. So we'll kind of go like this. And so we'll put a chest up here for the ingredients, and the chest down here for the out ingredients. Thank you, Jane. Cycle false. Game rule, do fire, tick, false. Because I don't really want everything to burn. Never burn anything. The bedrock burning to get infinity grains still works with this. And we will clear the weather. And that should do it. So yeah, this will be like the cycle where I put things in here and they come out here eventually. And I don't think I need to do anything else with that. I only had 4 last time and it was more than enough. So that should be fine. Grab all this. Okay, so that's there. Then I think over here will be like kind of initial storage and crafting. There's so many thoughts I'm having right now, but I think one thing I want to try is 2 stations. Apparently this needs a wrench, not an axe. Or a pickaxe and wrench both work. I'm going to try 2 stations connected to 2 crates. And we'll see how that works. Because 1 crate wasn't quite enough for all of my storage needs once I got to like the, I don't know, 30, 40 hour mark or whatever. So I'm wondering if I can do it this way. And then I can have 2 crafting stations that can pull from most of my stuff. I think we're going to try that. So this is where I'll put a good set of like ingots and wood and metals and like all of my smelted stuff, and then the Greg Tech results like rods and screws and plates and all that. I think that's how we'll do that. And then this is still full of random crap, so I'll leave it. I think I will probably turn this into my wood station where I'll bring all of my saplings back to. This is pointless. I don't know what that's doing there. I'll leave the overworld cake for, reasons. And we'll grab all that. I should probably make some stairs. I know I said stairs don't matter, but... is that not stairs? It is stairs. Okay. But at least for now, it'll look nice. Oh gosh, Minecraft stairs. Forgot how finicky these are when you place them down. And let's see, how do you do like corners, right? How do you do this? That's not it. Oh. I don't feel like that really looks good. We'll undo that. Maybe this should be 3 wide. I think 3 is a magic number, for reasons apart from there being a song that says as much. But that doesn't hurt. People don't make songs that aren't true, right? Why would someone do that? Go on the internet and tell lies? Oh my gosh, I keep putting it on the top because my brain keeps thinking for some reason that's what I'm supposed to do. Put it on the bottom. Hey, oh. Go. Go. Torch. Okay, well, it's the beginnings of a thing. It's not great yet, but it'll get better. And now we need to put it all in a chest up here. Okay, so that's gonna be like main crafting station. Extend this out. Oh, we can undo. An undo button. Don't. Oh gosh, that scared me. I broke it. Where did they all go? Oh, did most of them fall into the abyss? I think most of them fell into the abyss. That sucks. Okay, well, let's try this again. Less spaghetti. Yeah, I'll get the magnet soon. The magnet is so handy. It's one of my favorite items. Okay, and now is the moment where I want the feral flare... The feral flare lantern. So once we can get glowstone, we need to get glowstone. Because it'll auto-place torches basically everywhere. Within, I don't even know, like, probably a 40-block radius or so. It's a pretty big radius. Very handy. These are all tall trees. Where's it? This one's kind of short. I think the axe can handle this guy. Yay. And unfortunately, yeah, see, this is what happens. Because it was the corner tree, it left behind a lot of leaves. And so to get enough saplings, I need to cut down another tree. And then sometimes we still don't get enough. And then you're like, now my axe is broken. We'll see if I got enough. There we go. We did not. So now I need to go grab more. There they are. But I think when we cut down all of them, there will be enough. I guess we'll find out. Just gonna throw that away. That axe is dead. Technically, I could repair it. You use up levels, so I think I'll save the repairing for my diamond hammers for now. Okay, so that'll be some crafting. Excuse me. I think I'll do some more crafting here. I'll do another of the same. I'll have 4 crafting stations to start with. Kind of 2 sets of 2. And then over here will just be, I don't know, generic storage. Of various types. I think I like 3 being the amount. No! Well, that chest is forever gone. Crate, whatever it is. Okay, yeah. And that should be enough crates to, like, have enough categories to store things. And I'll just have to... I don't know if I'll memorize them or put signs on them. I don't love signs because, well, it's a really boring movie. No, it's actually a really fun movie, and signs get in the way of clicking on the crate, which I don't love. But let's try it out before we completely nix the idea. Okay, so wood is all I need for a sign. Let's see if we remember. Is it 6 planks and a stick? Yeah. Stick and plank. Lock that in. And then go ahead and make more of those. Make a few signs. So how annoying is it if these all have signs to click on things? It's not bad, but I mean, it's just annoying because when you run up, it's in the way. I don't know if I like that, especially since there's 2 of them, and I can't like see the top of that one. Yeah, we're gonna go no signs on this. Maybe I'll put signs on top of this top row, like so. Need an axe. Inventory is such a mess. Okay. Yeah, we'll put some signs up here and we'll fix them eventually to mean things. Yeah, arbitrarily, I'm gonna put building blocks in here, which means cobblestone, sand, wood planks. And it doesn't have to be all my wood planks, but like I'll have some of them in here. Just things that I would build my base out of. So things like fences and signs go in that category. Torches and stairs could... I'll keep these torches for now, but that could go... Oh, I forgot that shift click does that. When you're in one of these crafting stations, the shift click only does 1 stack to your inventory, but when you're in your own inventory, shift click does all possible. So we have torches for a while now. That's fine, I guess. And then this one will be like, I don't even know what you call these, but interactive blocks. So like the Greg Tech blocks or fluid tanks or whatever. Yeah, Draconic Evolution is in. Is there something in here that would help me? I don't know. The information tablet, maybe? I don't know what that is. I'm not going to get that for a while. But yeah, so let's grab all these blocks. Terracotta, I probably should just throw away. I'll keep the one stack. I think you can crush it into something useful, but I'll throw away these colors. Sandstone I can get easily later on. Cracked and weathered bricks I don't care for. I will never use cobblestone stairs. So let's delete all that. Bam, 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 bam. Wait, you can just place an item in the world with a hotkey? How? Are you for reals? Oh, dirt can also go in the building blocks. What's the hotkey, I wonder? Draconic shielding. Item dislocator? Is that it? Place item in world, that's it. P. Does P do other things? Oh, it works. Whoa. Does it? Oh, but it gets in the way. See, that's the problem. Is it'll be there, but then when I go to open the chest, it grabs it. So maybe that's not. Unless you can lock it. Is there a way to, like, lock it? Oh, you can rotate it. That's so cool. Unfortunately, right-click just picks it up still. I don't know if there's a way to lock it. Draconic. Doesn't look like it. Dang. Okay, that'll be enough cobble for a while. I'll keep the stone slabs. Stone blocks. I do like stone bricks. I used those as the floor last time. I might end up using some of those. Wool will be in the mob loot category. Mob loot and weapons. Okay, so that's building blocks. This is Greg Techie, blocky, machiney things. I don't know what those two are going to be. We'll put mob loot down here. So, like, weapons, random things I found in the lost cities. Oh, tools. I'll put tools in here. This will be my tool chest. So that means, like, all my extra axes, data wrenches, conduit probes, things like that. Eye chisel is a tool. Sorting is so fun. Everything gets cleaned up. Feels so good. I should probably place the bounty board, but for now, I'm just going to ignore it. Go there. So tools, tools, tools. I think that's it. You. Enchantment blocks, building. All my Greg Techie things go in here. One stack of charcoal. I'll actually leave charcoal in there for now. Oh, we need just, like, ingots. Because this is for the output from the smelters, but then I like having a couple full of ingots and stuff. Maybe that should be this one. Maybe we'll put tools further to the right. Ingots and dusts. I like both of those. So we'll put tools in here. Yeah, like ingots and dusts is enough of a differentiation for most of the early game, at least. I need to sort all this out at some point. Now I'm just grabbing the good stuff. Gunpowder I do not need. Okay, let's see. This is where stuff goes that I'm going to use for crafting, which is pretty much all of this, except those two dark steel ones we're going to have to break down and transfer into being the correct type of dark steel. Kind of annoying. Put all that in. don't think I need bone in here for any reason. That counts as mob loot. Ender pearls. Anvils, weirdly enough, could go in there because I'll use them for forge hammers, but that's not a big deal. Blocks of quartz. Rubber wood kind of feels like... What does that feel like to me? Well, this is all the wood stuff. I'll just put the wood together for like wood crafting. This is for wood building. That's for wood crafting. Charcoal feels a bit like an ingot to me. I think I need a third storage crate there because I want to have one that dumps automatically into all of the smelters, and then another one that can just hold like stuff I might smelt or might want to smelt at some point. Basically all the ores that I want to keep but not smelt yet, I'll put in here. And I'll put the dark steel ingot in there because it, I don't know, seems to fit. Spruce. Oh, we need biomatter. That's another one. All the biology stuff like trees and plants and all that jazz. So we'll grab all of that. Also grab all my food and mob loot. Does nether wart count as mob loot? I'm not sure. Hey, Airkigmo, thanks for the follow. I also need to eat, which is part of why I grabbed food. I can't sprint anymore. That's how I always know when it's time to eat. I have run out of the sprinting. I like food to generally go with mob loot. I don't know, that makes sense to my brain. Biomatter. Mob loot. Apple? That's biomatter. Carrots. Sticky resin, I'll put over here because I need that for crafting. It goes with the rubber wood. Redstone, I'll put with the ingots for now. And we're getting there. The hoe, I can get a better item. It's called a scythe. Or I think it's called a scythe. What is that what it's called? Flower pots. Don't need flower pots. Furnace. I forget what I need it for, but I will need furnaces for crafting. So I'll just throw it in here. Good idea. I do need to stretch. I don't stretch often enough. If you're at home, you should stretch too. Stretch with me. All right, so go on the wood crafting. Put chests in there because this is where I'll make what are they called? Crates. I'll make more crates. Mob loot. Flower pots go in the trash. We're almost there, folks. Oh, that was close. Did we lose something? I don't know if we lost anything or not. Whoops. We lost a couple cobblestone. This is why you gotta be careful when you use a diamond mining hammer. Let me tell ya. Where did I put that cobble? Let's not fall through the floor into the void, please. And I'll go ahead and put... this will just be like basic storage. Like I can put extra axes here, and if I don't want to run back to get more, like I'll put saplings here so I don't just have to run back and forth as much. I'll also put one over by the rubber trees for the same reason. And I think this will be a good time to wrap up the episode. We're right at about 2 hours. I did tell you guys it would be longer episodes, but I think 2 hours should probably still be around the max. So I feel like we've made a great start into Nomifactory. We've already got beginnings of a base. And where are we going? Well, in the next episode, we will get probably our first LV machine. And we'll get hopefully a jetpack. And then I might be able to make some steel. maybe we won't get our first machine, but we'll at least get the steelworks for sure. That's pretty easy to get. And then once we get towards machines, we'll be able to, the first ones we'll want are a metal bender and a wire mill, because we'll be able to make wires way cheaper, and we'll be able to make plates twice as cheap. And that's a huge deal, because you need so many plates. So that's where we're going. And obviously collecting more trees the whole time, and more ores. I will need to do a lot more mining that I haven't needed to do. So let me just finish sorting this stuff real quick, and then we'll call it an episode. Broken spawners can go with mob loot, I guess. So can gunpowder. Buckets are tools. Cauldrons? Realistically, they're an ingredient that I'll use for another thing. Liquid holders later. And then these look like pigs to me, first of all. Do you guys see that? Do you see the pig? That's the eye. That's the other eye. It's totally a pig. I also am going to turn it so they don't all look the same. There we go. But all I can see is a pig when I look at this. Right, throw the tools back in. Wooden gear, I probably should keep, but they're so cheap. I can just make another one if I start trying to sell gears to make Nomi coins. I will just make another one. Books. What do books count under? Maybe tools? I think books are tools, and coins are needing to be spent, so the coins will just live in maybe this crafting station. But yeah, all I can see is like pigs when I look at this. It's like a pigman, almost. I don't know. Because even this looks almost a little bit like a pig nose. I don't know. Anyway, I will move the bed, and then we will be done. I don't know where I'll put it for now. Just over here, I guess. I'll make a nicer spot next time. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. And for those of you on YouTube, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about Nomifactory, and I will see you guys in the next episode.